What is going on, beautiful folks? Today, we're going to be talking about the real reason that narcissists cry. Why are they crying? Why? What's behind it? If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Boom, 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 bam. Welcome back, folks. Yes, that's one of the things, y'all. That's the question right there, y'all. What is going on in the mind of a narcissist when they are crying? Like, what the real reason that they cry? So let's get the obvious thing out the way, y'all. First off, let's get the obvious thing out of the way. That narcissists can actually cry for real. That is true. Narcissists can absolutely cry for real. There are some narcissists out there that will absolutely show they wear their emotions on their sleeve, and they're vulnerable narcissists, and they let the real tears flow. They can let them flow. They can let them flow. You know, they can really cry because they're really hurt. They're really in pain. They're really sad, right? Those are vulnerable narcissists. They tend to be more covert, right? The covert, vulnerable narcissist does exist. We're real people. I'm one of them, right? But yeah, some narcissists can absolutely cry. But the real reason that most narcissists cry is because they want to manipulate you. Lee, I never saw my narcissistic partner ever cry, even during childbirth, even during this, even during that. They never ever cry. They never ever would cry. Nothing. They never let a tear drop, leak out of their face. Nothing. Like I never even saw them sniffle one time. I thought I saw a tear. I thought I saw a tear coming from their eye one time, and it just sucked back into their eye socket. I thought I saw a tear one time, Lee. I could have sworn I saw a tear, and a tear looked at me and just and ran back and hid. Yo, they cry to manipulate you. Let's be real. Look at when they are crying. Like if you're an empathetic person, you might cry at a movie. You might cry when like your high school graduation. You might cry. When your kids go to, you might cry at your kids. Like my wife cried at my son's kindergarten graduation. She was like boohoo crying. I was like, girl, like woman, you know me. I didn't cry. I didn't cry when my kids were born. I love my kids. I just didn't cry. You know, she was crying. It's people like you're an empathetic person. You have compassion in your heart. You can cry, right? You know how it feels to cry and be emotional, be an emotional person. Narcissistic people tend to not understand that, right? So they use their tears as a weapon. Weaponized tears are absolutely a real thing. They weaponize their tears against you. They want to. I'm not saying it's fun, but a lot of narcissists absolutely like crying to see what they can get from you. They'll be crying. I can't believe it. They like look y'all. Look at when they cry. Like they cry when there's an opportunity, or they cry when there's a benefit to them, right? They cry when there's something that could directly benefit them in that moment right there. Or they like, I know I cheated on you. I know I did. I can't explain why I did it, but I did it over and over and over again. And I just hate myself for it. I just hate myself for cheating on you and the pain that I put you through. Like the teardrop falls from their face. It's like a movie. The teardrop falls from their face, hits the ground, and starts steaming. It sounds like a Sprite. There's not real tears, y'all. Those are Sprite. There's a Sierra Mist. That's a starry coming from their face, right? That's literally what it is. They're crying starry. It's not real tears, y'all. This is the type of stuff that they are absolutely doing to try and manipulate you. They try to get over you, to try to take advantage of you, to try to take advantage of whatever opportunity has presented itself in this moment in time. Like an opportunity for forgiveness, an opportunity to manipulate, an opportunity to do something else. They're crying because the opportunity. I can't even talk. They're crying because the opportunity has presented itself, and they're trying to get out of something. Willie, are they crying because they hurt us? No. They're not crying because they hurt you. They're crying because they're probably going to get held accountable for whatever has happened in this situation, right? They're crying because they're going to get held accountable. They're being held accountable. Their life as they know it, their life as they see it right now, is probably about to go down in flames. Whatever they've been working on with you is probably about to go up in smoke. It just is. It really, really is. Whatever they've been working on with you is probably about to go up in smoke right now. Like their life is about to be over. They're about to lose some money, lose a house, lose a lifestyle. So they're crying over that. They're not crying because you are hurt. No, they're not doing that. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that they don't care. Crying, like this is the whole point of the video is saying that, hey, they're not crying because they hurt you, right? They're crying because they got caught and their life is ruined or whatever is going on in this situation. They're not crying because you are in pain. They're crying because they're getting held accountable for whatever they have done to you, right? That is the truth right there. Again, I said in the beginning of the video, that some narcissists can cry for real. I'm not saying that every single narcissist is the same. There are some narcissists out there that will let it flow. They'll let those tears flow for real, right? But a lot of narcissists don't. They don't cry. They don't let anything. Look, they don't let anything out. They don't let anything through the. They don't let anything through that veil. They kind of like they got a damn arm. They have an armed guard standing behind their tears, right? They have an armed guard standing at the gate of their eyeballs. And it just won't let them cry. It won't let them get past whatever's going on. It won't let them get over the current situation. It really, really will not. So this is the situation. This is the mindset, the mentality that they kind of go through that you, in these scenarios, in these situations, that you have to deal with. You have to understand. Like they use do the tears work. Shout out to the girl on my Instagram that repeated one of my phrases yesterday. I don't think she understood how much that made me smile. She said, "Does it? Y'all know one of my not famous sayings, but she said, in Lee's words, will this work? For some, yes. So will the tears work? For sometimes, yes. For some people, yes. So shout out to Dolly Britt Brett on Instagram. Y'all check her out or whatnot. That was super cool of her to repeat my line. I was like, yay! It will work sometimes. Because you're not used to seeing them cry. If they haven't cried at childbirth, they haven't cried at a funeral, they haven't cried, when they lost a pet, they haven't cried in movies, they never cried, but now they're crying, right, because they cheated and they're caught. They're crying, right, because they started smoking again. They told you they never would, right? They're crying again because they're so worried about your feelings. Oh, hell no, hold on, wait a minute. I just realized y'all one-on-one on Thanksgiving. Wait a minute. I just realized Thanksgiving is Thursday. Gotta cut that out real quick. I just thought about that. Wait a minute. I got one-on-ones on Thanksgiving. Needless to say, I'll be taking that day off. I had to redo that one. But yes, there are a lot of narcissistic people out there, y'all, who will do it just like this. They will hurt you. They will harm you. They will do a lot of damage to you. And then they'll cry about it. Not because they hurt you, but because their life or whatever's going on in this situation is going up in smoke. Their life is, as they know it, is going down. It's like going down, going down, baby. You'll shoot in the rain. Zoom, baby. Top down and let it go. But that's what's going on. That's what happens. This is what you have to prepare for, y'all. This is preparation. This is how things are going to go. This is how this is how a lot of narcissists and toxic people operate. This is how it goes. So you have to prepare for this, y'all. When they're crying in front of you, don't fall for the tears. Because like, y'all, if they're crying in front of you, right, and you're not falling for the tears, like you're just staring at them like they stare at you when you cry. If you're just staring at them the same way when they cry, they might turn around and get mad at your ass. Like, are you really not caring that I'm hurting? You'll see the anger come out of them. You see them going from tears to anger all of a sudden. Like, are you really not caring that I'm hurting like this? You see the pain that I'm in? You see how much I'm suffering? You see this? Huh? That's what happens right there. That really is the premise of everything that goes on. That really is the scenario. Like, they will get angry if you don't fall for the tears. And then that will show you that the tears were not real. The tears are manipulation. The tears are starry tears, Sprite tears or whatever. I would say Mountain Dew, but Mountain Dew got the little color to it or whatever. It wouldn't. The tears don't look like Mountain Dew. They might quench your thirst like a Mountain Dew, but they don't look like Mountain Dew, y'all. This is one of the things I have to deal with. So I would just say, I would end by saying this, y'all. Just because they're crying doesn't mean that they are hurt. Just because they're crying doesn't mean that they are sorry or apologetic. Just because they're crying doesn't mean that they will treat you better. Just because they're crying right now doesn't mean that they will be a better person or try to work on themselves. That's not what it is. They're crying because they want something from you. Or they want you to stop doing something to them. You're hurting me by talking to me about it. Why do you keep bringing it up? Why can't you just let this go? But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. If you made it this far, y'all, hit that subscribe button. I would truly appreciate it, y'all. Super thankful for y'all. We might not hit that goal of 500,000 before the end of the year, but we can. We will. We must. Shout out to Eric Thomas. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Mental Healness is out. Peace. What's going on, beautiful folks? Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I truly appreciate it. You have no idea. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Y'all, you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. It really does help the channel, y'all. Y'all helps me reach more people as well. Also, I have coaching, my courses, and my support group available at www.mentalhealness.net. Thank you so much. Make sure you stick around, watch another video or two. I appreciate it. I'm out.